Ma'am, இப்ப join பண்றேன்னு இருக்காங்க ma'am. Hello.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the information. Marceline ma'am, good evening.
Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, shall we start, ma'am?
Yeah, start, ma'am.
Okay. Kausalya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, start, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Good evening to one and all presented here. The world is full of gems and diamonds, and we are having some of them here today to build this event. I would like to give my heartiest welcome to our dignitaries, guests, and delegates with a great joy and immense exultation for this webinar on innovation and entrepreneurial success organized by Institution Innovation Council and Entrepreneurship Development Cell. So to begin this day orderly, I request M. Gopika to sing Tamithai Varthu.
நீராறும் கடலெடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறைநுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே இளமை திறம்பி செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
Thank you, Monisha. Sorry, thank you, Gopika. Now I request Monisha to give the welcome address.
Good evening, everyone. A warm word of welcome to everyone for this auspicious occasion. First and foremost, I would like to extend my special welcome to our chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan sir, our vice chairman, engineer, Prasanna Venkatesh Vasudevan sir. And I also welcome our beloved principal ma'am, Dr. M. Uma, in absentia, for all the pillar of our college and always thinks about the welfare of the students and encourage us. And I'm now more delighted to welcome our resource person, Dr. S. Mashlin Pushpa, who is an inspiration to many people.
Thank you, Monisha. Now I request our coordinator, Dr. Narayani ma'am, to address IIC.
Good evening to all. So I feel very honored in welcoming our chief guest and my fellow colleagues and dear students to take part in this webinar on innovation and entrepreneurial skill. The major objective of the ED skill is to develop the entrepreneurial skill among the students. So I'm very confident that today's webinar will be help us to achieving those objectives. So once again, I welcome you all for this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable words. Now I request Ms. Beena Pani ma'am, a coordinator of ED Cell, to address ED Cell.
Beena Pani ma'am. Beena Pani ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. It's
Yeah, ma'am.
audible. Hello. It's audible,
yes.
ma'am. The main aim of Entrepreneurship Development Cell is to develop and strengthen the entrepreneurial qualities among students who are interested in starting their own ventures. The Department of Commerce initiates to incorporated Entrepreneurship Development Cell during the academic year 2016 to 2017. The college provide infrastructure and technical support to the students having innovative ideas to transform into new products and services for the betterment of the society. The ED cell has support, monitor, and execute new startup idea into real business. The mission of the ED cell is to help the young entrepreneurs to start and develop their thinking and to promote business knowledge. The vision of the ED cell is to support and develop to confidence among the students who have an innovative idea and to understand the real business by the time of startups. The main objectives are develop and strengthen entrepreneurial quality, that is motivation or need for achievement, helping the person to understand environmental changes and opportunities, know the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur, understand the process and procedure involved in setting up small units, to analyze environmental setup relating to small industry and promoting it, to create a greater awareness of opportunities and benefits of entrepreneurship among the students, to make them realize their dream business through innovative products, and to develop greater entrepreneurship culture within the institution, to create greater number of sustainable startup business with potential for further growth. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words. Now I request A. Monisha to give an introduction to our resource person with a great achievement.
It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our resource person, Dr. S. Marshlin Pushpa. Dr. S. Marshlin Pushpa has more than 30 years of experience in teaching, extension, and research. Our core aims are to stimulate intellectual dialogue and pedagogical creativity among students. She is expertise in subjects as development administration, human resource management, and e-governance. She has been 49 publications in national and international journals. She was awarded Kalam's World Record holder for 48 hours non-stop talk marathon. Lifetime Achievement Award as Educationalist for Tamil Nadu Human Rights Organization. Excellence Awards for Social Entrepreneur from Confidential of Human Entrepreneur. Thank you.
Am I audible?
Opinions. Now I request Dr. Marceline Pushpa ma'am to share a few words with us.
Please tell me if I'm audible. I can hear some echo. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am, audible, ma'am.
I have a PPT. Please give me access to share it. You're disabled screen sharing.
Ma'am, you are a co-host, ma'am. You can share the screen, ma'am.
But host disabled participant screen sharing, it says.
Okay, you please send the PPT to me, ma'am. Shall I share?
Mail ID.
Mail ID is Naraini, N-A-R-A.
One moment. Yeah, my God. 1 minute.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, please tell me spelling.
N-A-R-A.
A-R-A.
Y-A.
Y-A.
N-E-E.
N-E-E.
B-Com G.
E is capital.
B is small, ma'am. Everything is small, ma'am.
Okay, continuous.
B-Com G. Yes, ma'am. At the rate of princescience.in.
B-Com G, yeah?
Yeah, ma'am.
G. Okay.
Princescience.in.
Prince Science, huh?
Science. Yes, ma'am.
Science. Dot in.
Dot in. Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Oh, it is on my screen, but sorry. Not open. If you allow me to, scratch screen from my host to disable the participant screen sharing, it says. Someone could allow me, I can share my screen.
Yeah, once again, ma'am, you please, ma'am. Ma'am, you please send it to my mail ID, ma'am. I can share the screen, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. See if you received it. Check it.
Otherwise, you can.
You're not allowing me. The host is not allowing me.
Ma'am, you are the co-host, ma'am, so you can share the screen.
No, it is mentioning that you can't share the screen like that.
Please send it to my mail ID,
Check
ma'am.
your mail. I have sent it.
You have already sent it.
Yeah, just check it.
No, ma'am.
Yes,
My
no,
mail is opened only.
he sent mail, it says Narayani. Yeah.
I didn't receive it, ma'am.
Refresh and see, no? It's there.
I have refreshed it, ma'am, but I didn't receive it.
Okay, again I'll send you.
Yeah, you please again send, ma'am. Otherwise, you can send it through the WhatsApp also. No issue, ma'am.
From mail again going to WhatsApp, I'll be wasting lot of time.
Okay, send it through the mail, ma'am. No issue, ma'am.
Narayani BCom G Prince. See, again I'm sending you.
Yeah.
Check now.
No, ma'am, I didn't receive, ma'am. Okay, I'll be.
How do I? 1 minute, wait.
I have sent the mail ID also, ma'am, through the WhatsApp. Yeah, ma'am, I got it.
I'm unable to send it also. I mean, it
I
is saying,
received it, ma'am. I received it. I received it.
saying post is enabled. It's okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I will go without the PPT itself, not a problem.
I will share, ma'am.
Have you got it?
Yeah, ma'am, I got it, ma'am. I will share it now.
Oh, that's nice. So nice of you. Once you share it, then I can start it.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. I will share it within few minutes. I have to convert it into.
Are you sharing it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is it okay, ma'am?
Actually, yeah. Yes, yes. Very good. Yeah. Thank you so much. I am, yeah. Good evening. Let me begin. Good evening to one and all present here. Let me thank the management of Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College for inviting me once again. Last time they had called me, and I'm really grateful that you had again called me. Usually, they say when you're asking for a once more, till you tell correctly, I'll make you speak. It's like that. I'm not just for the lighter side. So I really thank one and all here who have come all on a holiday. Today is a holiday, and the students, I see a big number there. I'm really happy, and I really congratulate the students for so anxiously waiting to listen to something. Okay, someone is going to share some knowledge which might be useful. I also take this opportunity to thank Dr. Narayani, who had invited me, and all the students, coordinators. Of course, as I told last time itself, I know your principal. We have met in the airport while we were receiving the chief guest from Delhi. So this college is becoming so close to me. Thank you so much. Let me begin with my presentation, right? Okay, so today we are going to discuss about entrepreneurship, isn't it? The next screen, go to the next screen where it says that you made me the host, so everyone are asking me to admit them. So fine. Today, okay, today is a day where what you will do. Today is the day where you will give up who you have been for what you can become. What does that mean? It means that we can become something exceptional, right? That is the reason why we are here, right? And the next thing is we can become someone whom we don't even know our potential. We are to that extent so much unique, so much blessed. That is what we have to identify. What is that quality we have in abundance with us, right? So let's go to the next slide, which says that do what you love. You'll never work a day in your life. See, these quotes will tell you that, make you think. Why is she saying that? Do what you love. You will never work a day in your life. Sometimes what we feel is, oh, I'm slogging for so many hours. I'm working for so many hours. I am tired. So much of effort I have to put. All these things happen to everyone in our lives. But if we love something, some work which you love to do, you'll never feel that it is a burden for you. Go to the next one. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world changing quickly, the strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risk. So what is this man trying to say? We have to take risk in life. Why I am talking about loving what you want to do, taking risk, change yourself, all these, because we are going to think about how we can become an entrepreneur. The next slide shows us what is the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. Of course, if it is a live class, I would have really loved it because I can see what are the kind of answers you are trying to give to me. But now it is very difficult. All the mics, they have even, muted my screen sharing also. Just I'm again trying to say that in a digital, we have to be extra careful so that there is no disturbance. So now I am unable to make you answer. So what I would like to say is, when you try to become an employee, when are you an employee? When you work for someone. When are you an entrepreneur? When you have your own business, right? When you have your own business, there is no time for you. When you're going for an office, you have to enter the office at 9 o'clock, leave the office. Though we have to leave the office by 5 o'clock, we never leave the office. We work extra hours till we finish our work and go. But as an entrepreneur, you have the time. You can choose your working hours. Then if you take the mindset, oh, I'm always working, this will be for an employee. An entrepreneur, I'm working for my organization. That kind of feeling they will have. The earning part, this will be a fixed salary as an employee. An entrepreneur, if you do your business well, you can even earn more. What are the skills which are required? We will discuss next. Next, we go to the next slide. See who. Someone who can something you're finding out. There is an innovation in your business, isn't it? Did any of us, okay, can any of us tell, did we any day know that at the call of a bell, you will get your food? Swiggy, Zomato, Uber, all these things. You have to, if you're hungry, you are unable to cook, too much of work is there. Your mom and dad are not there. No one is there to help you. You're sick. At the press of a bell, you order your food. You want to have some idlis or dosas or bread or rice or sambar rice or curd rice, whatever you want, you order. Within 25 to 30 minutes, your food is at the knock of your bell. This is an innovation there. Someone found it. Like this, if you do, people will be in need of it. That is an innovation there. Same way, even we were all finding it so difficult to move from one place to another place by auto. When you ask, I want to go to T Nagar, he will say, are you coming to Paris? This was a big problem for us. Again, fighting with them for, he will say 300, but we know the cost is only from 200. We have to bargain with him. And finding out the address also is difficult. Nowadays, what happens when you put a Ola? What happens? You know from where you're going, from where you're reaching. What is the cost? Okay, all these things are innovations. And as girl children, if you, I think this is a co-educational college, but still, as a girl child, you can even message to your parents in which vehicle you are traveling. So the safety also is there. That's what we tell all the girls. The moment you enter a Ola, please see to that. This is the Ola vehicle number. All these things we inform, especially when you're traveling in the night or things like that. So this is an innovation. Few years back, if you ask your parents, they didn't have all these things. So someone had that idea. If you do like this, it is a business there. Now we have Zepto. At the call of the bell, all our groceries, vegetables, everything is given to us at our doorstep itself. Like this, so many innovations in business they have found. Don't think about very, very great business. Simple day-to-day life, people have innovated. They had knowledge in that. They had the business tactics. And they had a few people to work for them. There was a teamwork. There is also a risk. You cook for so many people. Suppose if so many people don't order, the food might not be sold. Doesn't mean it's going to go away waste. You will put it in the fridge and you will also have it. Then you have to be very assertive in your business. Above all, leadership quality is needed. If you have all these qualities with you, you can become an entrepreneur. You know, during this lockdown, I don't know whether in the introduction they told, I am the president for Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs. Okay. So wait 1 minute, someone is asking for admit. Yeah. So what happened is, I know a person. So this lady, she told me, see, Maslin, I am at home and even my husband is not having enough income. And it's pretty difficult for us during the lockdown, like that she was saying. She is a very good cook. I know her because sometimes I see a shared food with us. So I know. So I told her, why don't you do one thing? In our community, gated community, we have many houses. There are many people who are working. Now they don't they're working from home. Especially there are a lot of IT people here. So we'll find out whether they will be in need of food, because many restaurants and food and all restrictions, whether only this time you have to buy, this time only it will be sold. You can't eat food in the shop, things like that. Whether so, why don't you start cook food for the 4 people nearby our house? So she started to make breakfast. She started to make lunch. She cooks really well. Those 4 people liked it so much. They went and informed the other people. Like that, it happened that within the lockdown period, she had 60 customers for her. There is a business lady there. You know, for one customer, even if she gets a profit of 30 rupees, imagine 60 customers, 1,800 per day itself was her profit. Only thing what she was doing is she was putting all her effort in cooking very home food, which is good for health, safe food, all these things she gave to them. It spread so well, and today she is serving more than 100 people. Her food is being every day she pack and she sells it. So there was an entrepreneur who, when there was a necessity, started her business. Let's go to the next slide to see who is the entrepreneur. Right. Maybe the host all are asking them to give a bit. Yeah. Okay. And please don't make me the host. No, they're asking for admit. Okay. So an entrepreneur is a person who organizes, manages any organization, a business, and considers an initiative and also risk. I told you, okay, it can be a risk also. Sometimes when we do a business, it can be a risk. If suppose the person whom I was talking, she was selling food. Suppose if people don't buy it, means the food might stay in excess. So there is a risk there. In any business, risk is always there. Okay, go to the next slide. So this is a man who is having lot of ideas in his mind. Then the next slide, you will find that. Yeah, let me admit these 2 people. Okay, the next slide says that entrepreneur, what he should have: innovation, knowledge, leadership, and a vision. If you have all these 4 qualities, you can become an entrepreneur. So the next thing also defines what is an entrepreneur. Next slide. A person who has already started a business or in the process of starting a organization or an enterprise. He is an innovator who brings economic development through combination of what? What is he combining with him? He tries to combine the factors of production. Okay, so there is development as well as there is production. Go to the next slide. Again, I've given you a lot of definition about entrepreneur. Go to the next slide. What is a startup entrepreneur? If you're going to begin your business today, if you decide to start a business, you're a startup entrepreneur. What is very important for you? You should have an idea to start a business. What business can I do? Eco-friendly products you can sell. Nowadays, there is a lot of demand for eco-friendly products. So you can make eco-friendly products and you can sell it in the market. Then people are always after some kind of handwork. You can, if you are very good in making handwork, you can sell it. Oh, these women are there, means they're all interested in this RE blouses, which is very expensive. 3,000, 6,000 is the cost of a blouse. But if you find out how much they will spend it, not more than 500 to 600 they will spend, but they can sell it for 10 times 6,000 itself. So for margin of nearly 100%, it is possible to get gain. So you should have an idea what kind of business you want to run. See, if you know dance, you can teach dance to many people. Nowadays, people are ready to learn in online. Everything people want to learn in online nowadays, they're ready for it. So music, instruments, dance, yoga, Zumba, all these things people are learning nowadays. So that has become a business. You should have an idea. You should have a vision how you are going to run this business. Then naturally, you will find that you will always see success, right? So you will also have a good plan how you have to run your business. Finally, you have to market your products. Bear in mind, always there will be competition for you. Naturally, there will be a competition for you. Okay. There will be another person selling the same product. So the competitor, 1 minute, I'll allow these people. Never make the speaker as the host. You know what happens? Everyone are asking us to allow them inside. Like the host has to allow them. Fine. One more, 3 people are waiting. So now what happens is, as I told you, you will have competition. Ola is, Swiggy's competitor is Zomato. Both of them are doing the same job. So they happen to be a competitor. So there can be a competitor for you also. When you start a business, you can have a competitor. In spite of it, we have to run the business. That doesn't mean that because a competitor is there, our organization is not going to function. It will work as it is. Go to the next slide. Or what is the mind of an entrepreneur? How to develop your entrepreneurial mindset and start a business, right? See, for example, you have to have your own schedules. See, morning, this is the time I'll open my mail, check my mail. If I have to check anything, I have to make a phone calls, I have to make a payment. Like that, you have to have your own schedules. You will have financial freedom when you are an entrepreneur because it's your own business. You'll have financial freedom. Then you must find the right idea. Always you should find out, test before you do a business, whether this business will be feasible or not, whether this business will pick up or not. And you can have your own style of doing your business, right? We go to the next slide. Entrepreneur. So somebody who sees a new opportunity, creates a business to exploit it, is an entrepreneur, right? So what kind of qualities this person requires? Strong business acumen. When you're doing your business, even if it's your own family, you have to ask them to buy, right? If your if it is your own daughter or son also, if they have a business, no doubt they can be your own children, but business is business. So have a strong business. Thank you. Actually, my daughter is not available. She has her own business. Bliss by Karen is her business. During this lockdown, she started making brownies, and we have 60 families in our here in this gated community. So she started to sell to the small children. She said it's 40 rupees and she made it and sold to them. The little ones went and told, Akka is making nice brownies. It's very tasty. You also buy. No advertisement was needed for her. This little ones went and told. And today she's having around not only 60 homes, there are around more than 500 customers she's having for her. She goes to college, but she takes her orders. Evening she comes, she bakes and does it if it is a long distance. Inside the flat means they come and buy. So she makes lot of business. Sometimes I might ask her, hey, you're making nice brownies. No, enakku ஒரு piece kudu, 40 rupees. So the business which I taught her, she applies to me itself. So an entrepreneur has to have a strong business acumen. They should have strong people skill. When you're doing business, you should be very, very customer friendly. That is known as people skill. Talk nicely to people, give them a good smile, appreciate them, say that they are so important for you. All these things, when you do, what happens? It will build up the people skill. They will like your product. They will like you also. Tons of courage is needed because you're doing business. So what happens is you need to have a lot of courage to face all these kind of situations. You have to work in time. By 6 o'clock, I have to hand over means you should do it on time. Punctuality is very important. You should be very determined. All entrepreneurs have to be very determined, very creative in your work. What next can I do? So after brownie, she started to make some cookies. In cookies, she tried varieties, fruit cookies, nut cookies, like this and all. So according to the need, people started buying from her. So an entrepreneur has to be very creative. You should have the passion to do something. If you are good in dancing, the passion has to be there to teach another person. I know the skill, I will teach you, but you have to pay for me. So this is how the business has to develop when you have passion. As I told you, you will always have competitors. Doesn't mean, when you have a competitor only, it's very easy for you to grow. You see someone is trying to be very competitive, you want to outbeat them. So you'll be very strong in doing everything. The person has to be a fast learner. Grasping power must be there for them. They should have a strong work ethic. Something I promise, I have to deliver it. I have to give it. That kind of work ethic has to be there. Very, very adaptable kind of people. All kind of customers will not be the same. Sometimes some customers are rude. Some customers are very soft. Some customers are very loving. According to that, we have to adapt ourselves. We must be very disciplined. Every entrepreneur must be disciplined, very confident, open-minded. If you have all these qualities, then you can become an entrepreneur. Can we go to the next slide? The characteristics of a successful entrepreneur, I would tell you. Yes. Yes. You admit 1 minute. Yeah. So the next slide. Yeah. This one says that creativity, already I discussed with you, characteristics. Creativity, positive-minded, organized, disciplined, leadership quality, commitment, open-minded, resourceful. You should be very resourceful. Team building. You should see sometimes what happens in the beginning, it will be only you who will start the business. But when more customers come, you need to cater to so many people. So you will expand your office. So there will be more than 5 to 6 people working. So team building, teamwork is very important. Go to the next slide. This also tells you the traits, the qualities of an entrepreneur. Foresight. You have to have a foresight. What next? What will happen after 1 month? What will happen after 6 months? How will I grow my business after 1 year? Kind of foresight has to be there. Integrity, very, very important is you must be very truthful to yourself as well as to your business. Reliable. People have to think that this person is trustworthy. So whenever they want to buy something, they have to come to us only. That is known as reliability. Initiative. You have to take the initiative to do something, find out something. Versatility. You must be in whatever we do, we have to be the best. Even if you run last, you should be the first. Like that, you should have that kind of feeling with you. Decision. Take right decisions. Don't be postponing decisions. You have to take the right decision. Time. Time is very important. Time competence is very important. You have to deliver goods. You have to do something. You have to be on time means kindly be on time. Perceptiveness. Yes, this is also another very important quality of an entrepreneur. Ability to learn from mistakes. Most of the time, something might go wrong. Doesn't mean that the world is over. You can learn from your mistake. Ethically, you have to be very conscious because you are working with the people. You're delivering goods for the people in your business. So be very ethical then. Of course, the another entrepreneur skills, the next slide shows the next slide. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah, it shows that what kind of skill an entrepreneur needs. So far, I discussed about what are the characteristics for an entrepreneur, what are the traits of an entrepreneur, qualities of an entrepreneur. Now, this is the skill which you have to need. You have to have the skills and develop the skills. You know, one thing, when we don't have certain skills, we can get trained also. You should have a mentor for you. Someone who is into the business, they become a mentor, they will help you, right? So the entrepreneur skill which is needed for you is ability to plan. You have to execute means you should have a good plan. You have to market your products and you have to have interpersonal skill. You can't be a very moody person if you are into a business. You have to showcase your business, whatever business you're doing, you have to showcase it, right? So in that case, what happens is people will try to get your product. Interpersonal skill is very important. Effective. You have to be very effective when you speak. That is how people get carried away and they will go into for your business. Team building skills. You're not one in an organization. You have many people working under you. I have my own business. It is known as Her Voice Academy. This is basically, it is meant for empowering, educating, encouraging women students, women, both girls, students, every women. We try to provide them a lot of personality, skill development programs, spoken English, all these things we do in our Her Voice Academy. So we have batches of students coming and learning. So for all these things, team building, many people are working. So you need to have a team spirit while you work. Team building skill is important. You have started the business, you have to have the leadership skill. That's more important. As a leader, you have to lead, you have to show the way. This is the way we have to carry out our work. Like this, you should be very perfect in all your activities. Communication skill is very important because only by talking we have to do the business. So communication skill is very, very important because you have to sell your products. So for that, communication skill is very important. Talk about the qualities of your business. Talk about, you have to, suppose sometimes what happens, when you start a business, it grows from your branches develop. So in that case, communication skill is very important. Sometimes you can have your market even outside the state. So for all these things, communication can be oral communication, verbal communication, written communication. All these things are very, very important as an entrepreneur. Above all, self-confidence is very, very important. I can do it. I have this talent. I have the passion. I have the interest to do my business. Sometimes the business, you start with very less money, but your hard work can lead you into a very big business matter. Many people who have started their business, initially, they have started with less amount of capital only. But now they are able to, get funds from so many banks and they are able to repay the money also. So all can happen only when you have confidence on yourself. For that, lot of hard work is also important. Simply sitting at home business cannot happen for you. You have to find out ways and means of innovative, improvising. Okay, you must get feedback from your customers, from your clients, and see to that they try to bring out whatever is the shortcome. There might be some negatives in our things. So they will try to give you the feedback. Learn it, make a correction. Next time when you do it in a better way. always keep in mind, you should be better of what you are today. Today, Maslin 9 bar 822. I have to be better tomorrow 10/8/22. I should be a little better than what I was yesterday. So try to make a lot of feedback you have to collect. In business, all these things are very, very important. Go to the next slide. Yeah. Yeah, qualities of entrepreneur. I told you before itself. The same, I guess it's the same thing, which is, yeah. Sometimes, no, you repeat certain things so that it's easy for us to see it. So initiative, wide knowledge, willingness to take risk, open mind, optimistic, that is being very positive, adaptive, self-confidence, leadership, hard work. If you have all these qualities, think about becoming an entrepreneur. Next. What is the next one? Yeah, I believe anything is possible. How should an entrepreneur be? No, I believe anything is possible. Ennala mudilana, yarnalayum mudila. That kind of feeling you should have. Whenever you do something, make utmost effort, put all your effort in developing your business. If I am not able to do, no one else can do. I believe anything is possible by me. And I see opportunity when others see impossible. Sometimes people think it is not possible to do this. But what you can do is you will search for the opportunities, see for the opportunities, and make it possible. You will take risk. Yes, sometimes loss also comes to us. So taking risk. But I am very focused. In whatever business I do, I'm very focused in it. I hustle. I know that nothing is unrealistic. Everything is realistic. I feel overwhelming love. When you do something, you should have that love of doing it. Don't keep a long face, sad face, grooming face and do anything. Be happy whenever you do anything. I embrace my childlike wonder and curiosity. What if I put this? What if I do this? Like this, you should have a curiosity in your business. Try to do innovations in it. People will like it. I take flying leaps into the unknown. Sometimes, no, certain areas which are not at all known to us, you take a risk in finding out what it is. I contribute to something bigger than myself. People will think that this is only possible. This is the only possibility for this person. But I can do more than that. I can find out. I create, I learn, I grow, I do. Then I am an entrepreneur. If you have, just go and think today. Do I have all these things? Can't I do a business? Can't I make some money? Earn while you learn itself. If you know some subjects, take tuitions for 4 or 5 people. You will get that's the business, right? When you teach nowadays, or most of the families, the mothers don't have time at all our career women, they go in the morning, night they come back. After that they have to cook. Where is the time to take care of the children for their homework and things like that? I'm not saying all the mothers. Some people, due to over pressure or long travel they have, in that case they're unable to do. If you have a tuition center, there will be 4 or 5 people, because you are brilliant. You can teach the students. For every student, you get some amount. Every month, you'll have a earning itself. Okay. Just what was your investment here? How much money did you spend? Your hall, the place venue is your hall. Your knowledge only you are sharing. Mathematics, English, Tamil, science, for the school children. If you're a college student, for the school children, you can teach. People are making money in YouTubes. Go and learn something, find out something innovatively. They are trying to find out. There are a lot of people watching it, and every day they are paid for the YouTube. Like this, so many things business has developed. You look at your home, there'll be so many things around you. See, for example, as I told you for stitching. Okay, as I told you, I'm the president of Confederation of Women Entrepreneurs. So we have lot of entrepreneurs who have registered under us. Like this is for the kind when they need training, when they need bank assistance, or from the MSME, micro enterprises ministry is there. From them they need some help. We try to help them out. So you can find out that each one of them having their own business. There is a person who has, innovatively admit, yeah, she has found out, she has, she has developed, herbal sanitary napkins. Okay, and she's trying to sell it to so many people, and that is a very lucrative business for her. Initially, she had one machine. Now she has procured some 4 or 5 machines. 10 people are working under her. And now it is the age of, now we are all going back to our olden age, going in for organic food, going in for food which is not adulterated. So what these people do is, they make lot of these pudis and all, sambar pudi, idli pudi, like that they make and they sell it also. This is also a kind of business. Then as I told you, there is a girl who knows Zumba. She is having a Zumba center. So there she has many youngsters go and join there and they learn Zumba. And that is one thing. Then another person is there. She is trying to make, the waste. With the waste, she is trying to make wealth out of it, waste out of wealth. So it's known as upcycling. So what they do is get all the old clothes and they try to, clear it, clean it, and they are making, what do you call that? Pillows, bed sheets, then bags. There were, during the lockdown time, many of our entrepreneurs did this hand wash, sanitizer they did and sold. Then they did masks, yeah, pretty masks. They first with the surgical mask they did. Then of course now what ladies can do now, we have to wear our mask and go. So how to make ourselves more happy is matching to the dress we can wear the mask. So they started to make many attractive masks which was sold in plenty. Okay, they will spend for a meter, they would have spent only some 50 to 60 rupees. But one mask itself they were selling for 60 rupees. In 1 meter, they used to make so many, 75 or something masks they used to do. So not much of money is spent, but they were entrepreneur there. All these things, ideas only is needed. Go to the next slide. Yeah, this is also telling us what kind of qualities an entrepreneur will have. New innovation, leadership, venture, startup, management, solutions, all these things. Go to the next one. So I have told you that if you have these qualities, you can become an entrepreneur. For all these things, what is very needed is you should have that idea. See what Nicholas Zenstrom says. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. He says that entrepreneur is a lifestyle. It will define you. It will tell who you are. You forget about vacations, going home at 6 p.m. Last thing at night, you will send emails. First thing in the morning, you will read emails. You will wake up in the middle of the night, but it's hugely rewarding. You're fulfilling something for yourself, your own business you're developing. These are the things which you will do if you are an entrepreneur. It's all interesting. It is very, very innovative also. See this person, anatomy of an entrepreneur, how it is. His brain will be full of ideas. So I'm teaching you the anatomy of an entrepreneur. Find out whether you belong to this category. You'll have lot of ideas. Mouth communicating the vision, talking always, communicating. You have your guts in the stomach. Okay. Then the feet, it will not stick to the ground. Okay, it will think where I have to go, what next I have to do. Look at the eyes of an entrepreneur. It will look out for investors and for opportunities. Then ears, they will listen to customers' feedback. Heart is full of passion. Legs keep them going. In tough time also, they will not stop. They will find out another solution and keep on running their dreams. Right? Okay. The next slide says that 9 signs. See whether you have these 9 signs with you. It might be with you. then you are an entrepreneur. Hate the status quo. Same thing. I joined an organization. I am in the same position. Easily, if you're a bold character, then you are labeled as a rebel. Yeah, she's a rebellion, because who is a rebellion? One who wants to break their ideas, rebellious ideas, resist authority. You don't want to be under someone's control. If you're an entrepreneur, you are the boss. Fired from job, not necessarily that you have to be fired from job. You're obsessed. You're never relaxing at all. You want to be very busy. You're very bad at small talks. You don't fit the usual norm. Then who you are? Maybe you are an entrepreneur. This signs if you have, then you are an entrepreneur. See the life of an entrepreneur. I'm excited. This is very hard. Next slide. See, this is life. This entrepreneur life is a very, very challenging, very, very interesting life. Today, a life in an entrepreneur will be, I'm very excited. Yeah, your business is high. You have sold all your product. Lot of gain you have got. You're really excited about it. Suppose there is a law, there is a loss. This is very hard for me. You can say that also. Not always you will be very profit oriented. At times there can be loss also for you. It's working. When you have successfully done your business, it's working. Goes lost means I messed up. I messed it. You will take the blame on you. Give up the good for the great. Yeah. So as an entrepreneur, positive side is give up the good for the great. The negative side will be sometimes you might lose. So you say, I'm going bankrupt. Then I'm good. I don't know why I get so down on myself. This is the life of an entrepreneur. That means, you're appreciating your own self. I'm able to do so many things. Sometimes I'm also wrong. Wait a second, my life is great. This is the life of an entrepreneur when they start doing business. Okay. So the next one says that, see, who says this? We must be knowing Kiran Mazumdar. Who is this? Kiran Mazumdar. Yeah, she says that entrepreneurship is about being able to face the failure, manage the failure, succeed after failing. No problem. If there is a failure in your business, means success is on the way. So don't ever get scared. Go to the next slide. See what is entrepreneurship. The next one says, the entrepreneur is living few years of your life like most people want, so that you can spend the rest of your life living like most people can't. So these words really should motivate you. Who is an entrepreneur? A person who is living few years of your life like most other people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life living like most people can't. That means in the beginning, there can be a time when there is lot of work you have to, lot of effort you have to put in. Long hours you have to work so that you do lot of business. And once the business picks up, your profit goes on increasing. That point of time, what will happen is the rest of your life, you're going to live like most people can't live. Happily, you're going to live. You would have earned more money for the next generations too, right? Okay. So what is this entrepreneurship is? Again, go to the next slide after that. Okay. So now come to this next one. Next slide. All of you now think. Business plan, do you have it? Yes or no, you have to think. If it is yes, then go ahead with starting your business. If you have the business plan, you have to have a plan of what business you're going to do, where you're going to do, how you're going to do, why you want to do that business, when you want to do. All these questions have to arise for you. That is why we say 5 W's and 1 H. That is to make us remember, we say that it is 5 wives and 1 husband. This is one thing to remember. When, what, how, no, when, what, where, why. Okay, all the W's. You you make a question about when you do a business. And H is how you're going to do the business. Right? Okay. See what Azim Premji, the chairman of Wipro, is saying. If people are not laughing at your goals are too small. So people have to laugh at that. You must have a goal where people will start laughing at you. Azim Premji, he's a industrialist, a businessman. So he says that when he had started doing his business, seeing the goals, people started to laugh. He did not give up. Today, he's a great man, having a Azim Premji Foundation and running so many schools and other things also. 10 rules for becoming a successful entrepreneur. Donate half of your small earning. So if you have an earning, you have to get ready with doing your business. Start your business as it is your new day of your life. Start your business as it is your last day of your life. So that means you should take the risk also. Start your business with full control of mind. Control of whose mind? Your mind. Start your business like a magic. Laugh every day. Increase your value. Start working from today. Never give up. Pray to God for direction. These are the rules for becoming a successful entrepreneur. See the stages of an effective entrepreneur. Okay. First is you should have awareness. Okay. We should have awareness about what is entrepreneurship. That is why IIC, EDCell, all these are trying to create awareness for you. Always don't think after you finish your studies, you have to get a job. Don't be a job seeker. Be a job creator. Create your own business. You be the boss. Give job for other people. So awareness is very important. That is why we have all these webinars. Next thing is acceptance. No, in the same stages only. Yeah, acceptance. You have to accept that you have the entrepreneurial skills. I want to become a entrepreneur. Try to accept it. Then vision building. Make a vision and try to build the vision. Plan your business. Learn from experience. Finally, when your business is up, you are really empowered. Okay, you have the power in your hands. When you have money, when you have status, when you have position, then when you have knowledge, naturally you are empowered. So what every entrepreneur needs is passion. You should have passion. That's very important. Without any interest or passion, you can't become, next slide, you can't become an entrepreneur. Next. What every entrepreneur needs. That slide, next slide, it shows that passion, perseverance, persistence. This is what you have to have. This is a needed quality for you. Empathy, fairness, work ethics, ability to listen effectively. Today I'm saying something means, what is she trying to say? Her experience she is sharing with us. Just listen to it. Then dream. Dreaming is very important. If I ask all of you, who is your favorite, if I ask you who is your favorite president, all of you will say Abdul Kalam ji is your favorite. He's the person who said dream big. A dream is something which doesn't allow you to sleep. We all think that only when you go to sleep, you will dream. Not like that. Dream is something which stops you from sleeping. I want to achieve this. I want to finish this. I want to do this. Kind of, you should be a dreamer. Get advice from people. Influence from others. Education, flexibility. All these qualities is needed if you are an entrepreneur. Next slide. Being an entrepreneur may be your biggest personal growth journey. Love your business, love your life, then naturally you will find it very, very interesting if you become an entrepreneur. These are all things to make you, motivate you to take up entrepreneurship, to take up business. What are the opportunities in skill development? National Entrepreneurship talks about it. See, the government schemes are there. Go to the government schemes. The government of India has undertaken several initiatives, policy measures to foster culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. See, now, of late, They are trying to promote the economy of our country by entrepreneurial skills, entrepreneurial development. So significant, unique advantage India has potentials. India has got lot of potentials to innovate, raise the entrepreneurs as well as to create the jobs, right? Okay, see this schemes of the Stand Up India schemes of the government. Next slide. Have you? I think I left off this Bharatiya Mahila Bank. Loans are offered by bank. That is why I want a loan for beauty parlor, spa, and salon. If you have learned skills of parlor, the previous slide, man, sorry. No, Bharatiya Mahila Bank. This is a bank. So what I'm trying to say is, it is trying to give loans for these kind of things. That is why I brought that slide. A loan for beauty parlor, spa, saloons. If you have all these techniques which you have learned, if you know the beauty parlor things for making a facial, eyebrow, or whatever it is, then you can start your own beauty parlor. Spas. Nowadays, people are always very, I think the next slide after this. Next slide you put. Next one. Yeah, this one. So just to say that how the bank is giving you loans and different types of names it's mentioned. So if you know to do the skills in beauty parlor, all the techniques, you can start your beauty parlor. Spa. Yes, people go for spas to relax themselves. Saloon, haircuts. If you go for this, then in that case, you can take a loan. Loan for food catering business. Yes, cook food and sell the food to many people. Loan for daycare centers. Most of the people are going for work. Women are going for work. So where to leave the children? You have your own home is there. 2 or 3 ayahs you have to put. Buy some playthings. Then all the women nearby will leave their children. You can charge money for them. It's very expensive nowadays. So daycare centers, for that they are getting loans. Then loan for maintaining, upgrading your kitchen. Yeah, see, one thing is, I wanted to tell you about Terrace Garden. Have you heard about Terrace Garden? Yeah, that is one thing which is catching up very well. On the terrace, they are putting lot of vegetables, greens, and it starts growing. You would have seen in a movie that Jyotika's movie. In that, she will tell, terrace garden option. There it is an entrepreneur concept there. On the terrace, growing plants, selling the plants in the market, right? So, yeah, women entrepreneur support programs, the previous slide, thread scheme for women. Ministry of Small and Medium. Why means you should know that when you want to do a business, government is giving you the needed support. Agencies are giving you the support. 30% of the project cost, government will give you the grant. 70% by appraising the institution. Then another scheme is there where you will get loans. Don't go for all these higher things, but think about simple loans. Okay, why I'm showing you all these slides is to show that how the entrepreneurs have been helped by the bank. Women entrepreneurs, especially if you are a woman, they give you priority, right? So they give loans for catering, beauty salon, daycare center under this particular scheme. Andhra Bank is giving credit facilities without collateral itself. Then Bank of Baroda is giving loans for, running so many shops and things like that. So the government schemes I told you. Yes, the next thing is about the women entrepreneur support schemes, which the government gives. So many banks are giving for so many purpose. Yes, come to Stand Up India. Yeah, see the Stand Up India schemes. So all these things they are not aware of it. That is why I'm trying to tell you. Stand Up India schemes. The target group is SC, ST, women entrepreneurs. If you are either of these, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or a women entrepreneur, you can go for Stand Up India loans. The purpose is to meet all kinds of credit requirements for setting up a project, setting up a manufacturing, a service, or a trading. Some business you can start. You can even start a like a provision shop or something also. Trading sector, that is what they say. Type of facilities, they give you a loan, composite loan. Minimum, they give you 10 lakhs. Maximum 1 crore is given. Then the interest is very, very less comparatively. Then finally, you will find that it's a collateral free loan. What do you mean by collateral free? Means not showing any property as your guarantee. Stand Up India tries to give you these loans. All the nationalized banks are giving. Only thing is people don't have awareness about it. That is why they're not making use of it. So I have a quiz question for you. The next slide. I think I'm ending. Do you have what it takes to succeed? You want to be very successful. You have that quality with you. Then you are an entrepreneur, right? Make things happen. Yes, you can make things happen. Always remember that success of other person, it was not an accident. Next slide. After you make things happen, the next slide says that success is not an accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, most of all, love of what you do. That is very important. If you have all these things, then naturally you will become a successful entrepreneur. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of the dreams. Dream big. I want to become like him. I want to become like her. Try to dream big. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, thank you so much for patiently listening. I'm so surprised that so many participants are here. I really attribute to the institution which has made all the students, your organization, your college is trying to help you out so that you also become one day entrepreneurs. If you have a good idea, if you start a business, surely you will be successful. So if anyone has got doubts, you can ask me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A kind request, all of you please switch on your video for video session.
Hello. Students, do you have any question you can raise, ma? Kausalya? Kausalya?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Idida.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
Thank you, ma'am. We feel great to be part of your enlightening speech. It means a lot for us. Thank you, Dr. Maslin Pushpa, ma'am. And dear students, if you have any queries, you can ask her. And please turn on your videos.
Students, there are two ways when you don't ask a question. One thing is if you had understood it properly. Otherwise, if you have not understood, you won't even ask a question. I hope you come under the previous category.
Okay. Yeah, ma. Vote of thanks, da.
So now I request Manureka to present the vote of thanks.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. This session has really been an amazing and knowledgeable session too. On behalf of the institution, I would like to thank our special guest and extend my heartfelt gratitude to her, Dr. S. Maslin Pushpa ma'am, Head and Associate Professor in PG and Research Department of Public Administration in Anna Adish College for Women. Thank you, ma'am. And I express my heartfelt gratitude to our chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan sir, whose guidance has always been encouraging us. I thank our Vice Chairman, Sir Prasanna Venkatesh, for his stewardship, support, and vision towards us. I would like to thank our Principal, Dr. Uma Bhaskar ma'am, for her unstinted support. My heartfelt thanks to our HOD and faculty members for their valuable contribution and encouragement towards this wonderful session. Finally, I would like to thank all of you for your presence and making this session more interesting and making this session more grand success. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable speech. Really, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you, Banureka. Now I request Gopika to present the national anthem.
जनगण मन नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Dr. Narayani, for giving me
Thank
this
you.
opportunity.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Shall I leave?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.